We're Bearcat.
And you're listening to Music is Power podcast.
Music is Power podcast is today guest our Bearcat from New Zealand. Hello there.
Hi.
Can you introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Sure. Hi, audience. My name's Josie.
My name's Dan.
And what you're playing as well?
Josie plays the tambourine and the keyboard and the piano and the vocals.
And Daniel plays the guitar and the fiddle and a little bit of piano and sometimes triangle, maybe.
Cool. And my first question for you is, I'm asking all the bands this question. How everything began with Bearcat, and what's the story behind the band?
We just met. We worked together at a CD store, and then we were just hanging out. She's come to my place and hang out, and I was kind of just obsessed with pandas. And then one day I just started singing a song about a panda, and then Josie kind of started singing along, and then we recorded that song, and we just sort of wrote a few more, and then people asked us to play shows, just I think as a joke, and then we kind of just started writing more songs, and it kind of turned into this thing that we realized it was really fun.
And which year was that?
Maybe 2005, 2006 maybe. Maybe 2006 or 2005, one of those.
But sorry?
Early 2006.
I see. But it turned up that it's not a joke, because you were how to say, promoted in MTV, or I don't know what if you were, so.
True.
Yeah, so it was good for you to be on this, I don't know how to say it, game, or I don't know what is it exactly.
Yeah. I think it was like maybe not a promotion, but probably a competition, and we just got in the finals.
And are you happy with what have you done?
I kind of didn't really take it seriously, because I wasn't. I guess it was just. I guess I just they were giving away $10,000, and then I didn't think that we'd really have a chance. But it was kind of like it was kind of nice, to lots of people that I guess kind of music kind of like sort of serious kind of music people that wouldn't have seen us normally, that wouldn't have heard of us, got to see us at this thing. There was quite a lot of people at the show, I guess. But yeah, I mean. Yeah, it was fun, but it doesn't really change what we do, I guess. Yeah.
I see. There is a. Sorry.
Give us a bit of. I guess it was a bit of publicity as well, I guess.
There is a quite good video with you and from MTV in your profile. So if everyone wants to check it out, just go to your MySpace profile. And just wanted to ask you about your name, or I mean. Why, of course, about the panda, but why? I mean, Bearcat is kind of a panda, right?
Yeah, it's just you tell them why it's Bearcat.
I think in China the symbols for panda, when it's written down, is bear and cat. So we just take the symbols and that's what bear and cat is.
I see.
Yeah.
And if you, sorry?
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's why we're called Bearcat, because it just means that.
Yeah, a Bearcat is just a panda.
I see. And if you ask me, I don't know, but one of the closest bands I can compare you is Camera Obscura. And if I ask you, Josie, and then can you tell me separate which bands do you think you best compare with? If there is any, of course.
Which bands? What? Sorry.
Which band do you compare best with? Can you say both? I mean, Jenny and Jory, and then, because I compare you mostly with when I hear you with Camera Obscura, but I want to know your opinion as well. If you think you can compare with some bands, if you don't think you can compare with some bands, just to say we don't compare with any bands.
Yeah, Josie, what do you reckon, Josie?
Well, I think that Dan likes some certain bands that I don't like that his music comes through in. And then it's kind of like a mix of his bands and a mix of us, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I guess nobody really wants to compare their music to somebody else. But there's definitely, I mean, there's definitely bands that I find like you know, like I guess a big influence and stuff. You know, like on what we do, like I guess even just an ideas kind of point of view. But like I love all that like kind of Phil Spector kind of productions and stuff. From the you know, they did with all those girl groups, and I really like the Ramones. Yeah, but then I think I kind of like the idea that like you kind of try to achieve these things. That you kind of try to be a band or to emulate a band, but then you fail, and it's because you fail that's what makes something new, you know. So you fail, but it's a good thing, you know.
Yeah. And you come all the way from New Zealand, and I want to ask you about the music culture there. As long as I know, there are pretty good bands there as well, because Music Inspire Podcasters already have played you and some friends of you as well, Teacups.
Oh, great! Yeah,
Yes.
Josie loves Teacups.
Yeah, Teacups is such a lovely band, and Chelsea and Toledo are like probably my favourite.
And
Cool.
but what do you think about the music culture there?
It's I mean, you know, I think it's like anywhere else in the world like that. You know, there's amazing bands hiding out there, and you know, like I think there's kind of like world-beating like amazing bands like in any city really. You know, like just hiding away out there. Yeah, so but I think there's our music culture is kind of quite laid back. I don't think there's a lot of bands that just want to be rock stars here, because you can't really be a rock star in New Zealand, like because it's so tiny to the world, you know. So it's pretty a lot of good bands, but I don't think, yeah, I think we're pretty laid back, you know.
There's been like a few artists that have had the opportunity to be quite big, but they've said no, and they just want to like release stuff in New Zealand. They don't want to be famous overseas. They just want to enjoy the lifestyle here and enjoy the musician lifestyle here.
And talking about releasing, you haven't released anything in the coming in a few months, but you're actually, I think, recording your album. And can you say to the audience when will be that? When do you expect to be finished or something like that?
Well, we've finished like the tracking, like the main. We've kind of recorded all the songs that we want to do for like a first EP, and now we're just kind of trying to talk to labels and like if we can get it distributed. Just because we're really disorganized, and if somebody could help us put it in stores or whatever, you know, then that would be really helpful. Yeah, I think once we're just kind of just trying to sort out if we can get that sort of done, and then once we figure out what's happening there, we should. I guess it would depend on like on how soon they could do it and stuff. So I don't know, maybe in a couple of months, I guess. Yeah, but hopefully this year, I think. Yeah, finally.
That's what we said last year and the year before.
Yeah, we said that last year, but last year was kind of realistic. The year before, like, I think we did it. Yeah,
Do
it's gonna
you
sound better.
do you know the name of your next single? Or I don't know if I can call it single, but do you know what will be the next song that rock on or on your MySpace or something like that?
I don't know what with because I guess it'll depend on if we put it out to a label and stuff. We'll talk to them about what they reckon the next song like that we should kind of do as a single is and stuff. Yeah, but so I don't know, but I wish I had more concrete information to tell you. Yeah, but it's all kind of really up in the air, I guess, at the moment.
I see.
But I've got a song that's about sharks, and it's called "You Are My Greatest Fear," and I thought that I could run from you.
And
Yeah, that one's.
sorry.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, we might put that one to net when we record it.
And I want to ask you, who is actually writing the lyrics and the music for the band?
Well, I guess we started out doing it quite cohesively, maybe, but like I think maybe now Dan has been doing a lot of the writing and I've just been slacking off. But I think in general we both write. Like I guess I come up with some melodies sometimes and Dan puts lyrics to it. Oh no, Dan writes the music and then I think of melody and then he writes the lyrics. But then sometimes it's like all mixed up. Like I might think of some lyrics and melody and Dan will work on the music, or Dan will write a full song and I'll just add little bits, or it's kind of mixed out.
Yeah,
So-
it's kind of just. There's a couple of songs like Red Hand Blues we just wrote together, sitting down, but then I just Josie's pretty busy sometimes, so like I'm just trying to finish lots of new songs and stuff, and then hopefully just have new ones. But yeah, we've just been concentrating on these on keep putting out this and getting these old songs recorded, so we haven't had much time for writing. But I think once we release this EP, we'll do a lot of writing together and write a whole new sort of set of songs.
And I can't help it, and I want to ask you, how did you create this BW hair song? I don't know if better better known as white hair, black hair.
Yeah, that song was mostly I just played like the chords, and then Josie just started singing white hair, and then and like it just kind of just happened. That song was written in about like 2 minutes, and then we just recorded it straight away. That was the second song that we ever wrote. So yeah, it's pretty catchy. So shows I've got to write songs with Josie, so we can have more ones like that.
It's my favorite song from you.
Cool. You're probably
Sorry?
Oh, you will play it forever. Play it at your funeral. It'd be beautiful.
Yes, that would be great.
I mean, you know, I'm you know, that won't happen anytime soon. Though, you know, I mean, you know, 100 years down the track.
Okay, I will be enjoying that. And you're a small band, only with 2 people. Is it hard to play live? Only 2 people?
well, initially it was like real fun and cool because it was so simple, especially for like rehearsals and stuff. But more recently we've just started adding excuse me, lots more people, like drummers and violinists, and yeah, we just get people to play with us just to add a few more layers and interest and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we just started out with just the two of us, just because we were just kind of, I guess we were just kind of mucking around at first, and then but then I didn't want to play kind of singer-songwriter kind of shows. I wanted to play with bands, and which was difficult because because with bands, like you can hold people's attention a lot easier if you're in a band and you've got a lot more musically going on. So we had to work really hard just to make just because it was just two of us. But yeah, we sort of, I guess, since we've been doing it for a couple of years now, we just kind of wanted to hear the songs live, how they've kind of been recorded. So we wanted to hear them with some drums and with some violin and stuff. And we had some really talented friends that wanted to play with us. So yeah, we've done the last 5 shows because we've usually been with a full band. Yeah, which has been really fun. But yeah, who knows what will happen? I think we'll just sometimes we'll have 2 of us, and then sometimes we'll have more people.
And since Music is Power podcast is about indie music, do you consider yourself as an indie band, and what do you think about the indie music at all?
I mean, we're an independent band, but honestly, I just try to write pop songs. I definitely don't try to write for or anything. And I think as we get better at writing pop songs, we'll just sound like a pop band. That'll be great.
Yeah, I guess you just write what comes out. You can't restrict yourself or try and be like someone else. You just have to let it out, let it flow.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of bands that people would call kind of indie bands that I really enjoy. But yeah, I mean, nobody wants to label their music as such. Yeah, so when people ask me what it is, I would usually just say that it's just strange pop music, which is kind of what I want to make, I guess.
Okay, and next questions are not so serious ones, but then I saw in your profile that it says that you're half man and half human and half panda. Is that true?
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I was raised by pandas in the wild. Yeah, so yeah, it's.
Do you have a panda on your? I mean, I mean, do you own? I don't know if you should say own, but do you have a panda?
Do I have what? Sorry?
Do you have a panda?
A panda? Do I have a panda?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I've got heaps of them. I've got. My room is surrounded by them. It's incredible. I can barely breathe. Yeah, surviving. Yeah.
And one for Josie. Tell me really, what's the true? What do you like more, black hair or white hair?
I like white hair.
White hair?
No, wait, can I change that? I like black hair.
Okay. And I'm asking all the bands, can you tell me some fun story involving a live concert of you?
Fun story involving a live concert.
Yeah, did you happen to have some funny?
There's been lots of us. Oh yeah, there's this really funny time where it was kind of an emotional part of a song, and Josie got right into the emotion, and she actually left the room. And then when the song came back and sort of got turned happy again, she came running back into the room with a rug. She threw this rug into the audience. She found this rug out of the room. She threw it into the audience, and it hit somebody. And it actually just landed on this guy, and he hated it. He was so mad. Probably one time, Josie picked up the tambourine and threw it into the audience, and it hit a girl in the face.
Really?
Josie's pretty violent. we've got this real confrontational live show, as you can imagine. But, yeah, kind of like, yeah, just like a real, kind of like a hardcore band live, really, like Minor Threat. That's pretty much us, or Josie, you know, less positive, yeah, much
That's
less
just-
positive.
Oh my god.
You know, we're like throwing tambourines at people's faces. And stuff.
No. Okay. Well, that is pretty funny, really. And
Yeah, what do you have to say about the tambourine, Josie? Would you like to apologise for it?
Of course, I went up to the person after the show and I said, I'm so completely sorry. I honestly wasn't aiming for your face at all. And like when I threw it, it actually hit the wall, the ceiling first. And hit the person in the forehead. And like I felt really bad the whole time. So it definitely wasn't on purpose.
and she was mad at you?
She kind of looked a little bit mad upon hitting her, but then when I talked to her later, she was totally fine. Like, I think she really appreciated my apology, so that was good.
Okay. Good. Okay, and well, thank you very much for the interview.
You're welcome.
The first band is Camera Obscura.
Click.
And can you tell me now what do you think about this band as well?
I think that they're quite dancey and fun.
Okay, and then for you is yes.
Raunchy is the first thing I think of when I think of them. Yeah, they're great though. Like, they're I saw them play live when they came here, and like Karen is just like I kind of have a big crush on her. But I just think like Nick Zenner's an incredible guitarist, and then they actually played some really good pop songs. It's like just such a great like classic kind of like progression, or something like Maps, you know, like they could be, you know, they're really good pop songs, like, and then they could be like, yeah, they kind of feel like you've heard them before, you know, but you haven't heard them before, you know, which to me is like a mark of a really good pop song.
I have a crush on Karen O as well, so. Okay, and Josie, for you is Björk.
I think of Needle, and yeah, I love her music. It's really original and beautiful, and yeah, I used to be really into her music a few years ago, and yeah, but I don't listen to her as much now.
Okay, why?
I don't know. I think you just go through seasons of liking certain artists, and I've just found some better artists. But she's really good. Like, I really need to see her live.
Okay, and then Franz Ferdinand.
Jerky. That's the first thing I think of. I'm not a fan of them. Yeah. I mean, you know, they're alright. I just think that like that whole like kind of post-punk thing. Like, I think the bands that do that best are from like Washington DC. Like the kind of bands that kind of came out with the whole hardcore thing do it a lot better than Franz Ferdinand. Yeah. You know, but I mean, you know, that's probably not their intention, but yeah, I just when I think of like, you know, if I want to listen to a band with that kind of rhythm, you know, I guess I just listen to, you know, to a DC kind of band,
And
like, or you can just listen to Gang 4, you know.
okay, and Josie, for you is The Kills.
I think of black men, but like not black men, but like shadows of like silhouettes of men, I guess. I don't know why I think of that. And yeah, the music's cool. They remind me of like fast guitars, speedways. I don't know. Yeah.
And then for you is Tokyo Police Club.
I've actually never listened to that band at all. Just you can talk.
I really like that band. I think they're really fun and really unique and great.
And what is the first thing you can think of when you hear?
What was that?
What is the first thing you can think of when you hear Tokyo Police Club?
Oh, I think of I don't know. Probably just the word fun again. Like, just like they're just so great.
Okay, and then your band is Liars.
Liars, yeah, they're great. The first thing I think of is sheesh, like just like do like and is I love that actually most of the albums are great. But I like the second one best. The one with like the one that's like Drums Not Dead is the one I'm thinking of. I don't even know if that's the second album, but like yeah, they're great. Like the singer's an Australian, which is he's a tall, gangly man, which is great. And yeah, man, they're just they've really just got like their own thing and stuff, and they just make good records, good like atmospheric records. Yeah, I think they're really interesting.
Okay, and Josie for you is Teacups.
Teacups.
Yeah.
They make me think of Alice in Wonderland, and I like. Oh, I guess their music makes me think of maybe Narnia and what's that other movie? Harry Potter. I guess they sing a lot about that. And maybe Skipping in a Field of Daisies. And lots of good things like red apples on trees and lemons and Goldilocks. And pretty dresses. Yeah.
And the last band for both of you is Beer Cat.
Yeah, I just the first thing I think of that is I don't know, just I mean, obviously, I like what we make, yeah, I just think like big dumb kind of pop box is kind of like just like there's no subtlety to it, I guess what we're trying to do. That's what I think of. Yeah, and I think of fields, green fields and clouds made out of like cotton floss and the fields spaghetti carpet. Yeah, that's what I think of.
Wow, spaghetti carpet. The first thing I think of when I hear Beer Cat is exclamation mark, and when people don't spell it with caps locks, I kind of feel a bit degraded because I feel like Beer Cat deserves capital locks on the letters. And when I think of the band Beer Cat, I think of mountains and screaming and great times and journeys and kind of like happiness when there's bored things going on. Yeah.
Wow. That is pretty good. Really? Okay, Willie, thank you very much for the interview and for the game. Okay.
Welcome.
I liked that game. It was real fun.